As the behavior of humans are being analyzed, the Federal Security Service has developed some technique tricks and teach their agents. These are used to enter into the trust of individuals. At the same time, I think these techniques can be used by men to conquer girls. I have chosen some of the most interesting ones. Nonverbal signals, of course, are good, but it is rather a micro solution. In order to amaze the interlocutor with an arrow to the heart with sympathy, it's necessary more strong tools. It's unlikely that ways will help to win the trust of person with a ton of compliments. Perhaps this method works if you want to charm the saleswoman in the sock store, but we're talking about more intricate situations. So, here are 7 more tricks of communication that will allow you to place yourself near a person. First, isopraxia. So, in the scientific world called the reception, is when we mirror the gesticulation of the interlocutor. And this technique works perfectly, because people are always more disposed to who are similar to them. If it's only in the same position. Suppose, if he puts his arms on his chest, you do the same, then you have more chances to be liked by him. If the interlocutor has thrown a leg on a leg, do the same. Of course, there is no need to go to extremes. Compliment from a third party. Sometimes direct compliments can be regarded as flattery. So, the best choice will be to make the compliment from a third party. For example, you met your boss who soon you want to ask for a raise, and in the middle of the discussion, tell him, "Mr. Donald, one met the chief of the transport department and he said that your advice helped the company save a couple of million on the weekend. What did you come up with?" Compliment from a third person is always pleasant and intriguing. This kind of compliment especially loves women. Intentional errors. Communicating with a person, you can deliberately make some small mistakes. You can pronounce an incorrect word by mistake. People always want to look better than they really are. That's why, if you suddenly make a mistake in front of another person, this will result with, first, he will be relaxed next to you, second, help him show leniency. Humans love to whom they are lenient. Whisper. It is believed that the softer is the tone of the interlocutor, then the more intimate and close relationship is between them. Who usually speaks in a whisper? Most often, lovers, spouses. Sometimes, some secrets are reported to each other in a whisper. That is why at the nonverbal level we think whisper as one way to demonstrate our trust. As one of the options to get in the trust of person, just bend over to his ear and whisper something. Of course, this should be appropriate and within the bounds of decency. Don't say you are welcome. Forget about the word you are welcome in response to the gratitude shown by you. It's much more effective if you are thanked for something. Answer him this, "I'm sure, in my place you would have done the same for me." This method appeals to a sense of reciprocity, and a person will necessarily want to repay you with something. After a while you can safely ask him for a favor. Game of eyebrows. If you look at people in locals that meet with their friends, you will see an interesting feature. When close friends see each other, they raise their eyebrows for 1/6 of a second. In this way the person shows joy. We do this automatically, even without paying attention to it. If you want another person to be guaranteed to feel your sympathy, learn how to raise your eyebrows. Increasing rank. A true story. At one of the government receptions, an agent met with the beginning politician from the Republican Party. During the conversation, the agent said that his manner of communication strongly reminds him of the style of Ronald Reagan. The young man shined with happiness. Agent's new friend was more relaxed with him and began to tell him about the family, the college where he studied, and other personal things. Of course, you need to know with which personality you can compare to bring him pleasure. Golden rule of friendship. The most important law you need to know, if you are planning to build deep and lasting relationships. We always like those people next to whom we love ourselves and feel our own exclusivity. So, the most important thing that we can do is to make our counterpart like himself while communicating. And the easiest way to do this is to show sincere empathy, to listen to a person, to hear him, to show sympathy and react positively to his words. In general, just be a living person. Thank you for watching this video, you are the best. Please don't forget to subscribe.